Good evening, IntelliTravel agents, and welcome to another awesome Tuesday night webinar for you, all part of your home-based business with IntelliTravel.uk. And it is our job as your host agency to help offer you support, tools, resources, education, and always great partner spotlights on these Tuesday and Thursday night webinars. Tonight, we've got a great special guest with us, a brand new partner that we're going to be announcing. So I'm super excited for everybody to learn more about Red Sea Holidays. For anybody's reference, this webinar will be recorded. It will be available for replay in the Intella tutorial section of your back office site when you log in with your PIN and password. So you can, of course, watch this webinar whenever and wherever you want again, if you'd like to, after tonight. With our special guest this evening, we have already almost 500 attendees on tonight's webinar, and it is fast growing, that ticker. So without opening up the audio lines, because it actually interrupts the quality of the presentation, we invite you to submit your questions using that question box found in the control hand panel on the right-hand side of your screen. You can type in your questions whenever you want and during the presentation, and we will read and answer as many as possible at the end of the webinar. Again, tonight is a brand new partner, so tomorrow when you wake up in your inbox, you will have a partner announcement email with all the instructions that some were going to be covered on tonight's webinar and some other details for you available there. So stay tuned for your inbox tomorrow, and for anybody who missed this webinar, we'll also get that announcement as well. I am super excited to introduce another incredible, reputable partner in the UK, providing packaged holidays to Egypt for over 10 years. Red Sea Holidays is UK's leading sunshine expert in package holidays to Egypt. They've provided holidays to the Red Sea for over 10 years, carrying hundreds of thousands of customers to the Red Sea and the Nile from 10 different airports across the UK. There are some amazing, excellent value, all-inclusive holidays starting at just £399. And with guaranteed sunshine all year round, your clients are sure to have a fantastic holiday. All of the holidays include flights, transfers, accommodations, some luggage, and, of course, Red Sea hotels. Guaranteed, by the way, late checkout. So cruising down the Nile has never been so popular with this amazing partner, amazing prices, and, of course, incredible agent service. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on our guest this evening. I would like to introduce Ashley Secker, and he is a Senior Trade Relations Manager for Red Sea Holidays, and he is here with us to help us learn more about their brand. So hi, Ashley. How are you?
Hi, Tara. Very well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for dedicating time out of your personal evening here to help our agents learn more about Red Sea Holidays.
No, not a problem at all. I'm ready to go.
Awesome. All right. So why don't you take it over, Ashley?
Great. Well, firstly, thank you, Tara, for that introduction. It kind of gives you guys a bit of an overview about who we are. I'm going to spend the next half an hour probably just running through a bit about Red Sea Holidays, a bit about myself, and then we'll have all of the information in there around how you can make your bookings, how you can find out the information, and just generally give you a better understanding of Red Sea Holidays and the whole market that is Egypt. So please ask questions throughout, obviously, through the portal with Tara, and I'll happily help them out at the end. We've also set up a specific IntelliTravel email address, so I'll give you that at the end, and you can fire questions off to us tomorrow. But we're just going to rattle through and give you a bit more information around Egypt over the next kind of half an hour or so. So, wrong button, apologies. Red Sea Holidays. So we are one of the UK's leading larding independent specialists to Egypt. We've been established since 2009, so we are in our 10th year of operation. And during that time, we've carried well over 500,000 people. So it really is a huge, huge operation. So we're independently and family owned. One man called Mohammed owns Red Sea Holidays, Red Sea Hotels, and a sister company over in Germany called ETI. We're part of the Red Sea Hotels Group, who is the largest independently owned hotel chain over in Egypt. And I'll come on later on to a bit more information around those hotels itself. We are award winning. We've become at least runner up at the British Travel Awards over the last 10 years. We've won gold for about 8 years in a row and come silver for the last 2 years. That's come down to purely our passenger numbers. So in our peak, we were carrying around 150,000 people a year. Since the incident that happened in Sharm el Sheikh in 2005, we have dropped our numbers, which means that it's difficult for us to kind of win the awards in the gold place. But we are still trying our absolute hardest. So if you have voted for us in the past, or if you do vote for us in the future, it is absolutely appreciated. So as Tara said, we include a lot more. So with most tour operators in the UK and our competitors, you don't actually get as much included as you do with us. So things like your 20 kilos of luggage, every single one of our holidays will come with 20 kilos of luggage per person. That's a real selling point for your customers. You haven't got to pay £50 to add it on. There are deals out there where you see holidays to Egypt for $299, for $199. That won't include luggage. That definitely won't include resort transfers. It won't include late checkout. You won't be able to put a deposit down. So actually, we've got some really good offers on that. So starting with the 20 kilos. I've mentioned the resort transfers. Now, resort transfers are an absolute godsend over there. You have two options, either the shared transfers. Now, if you're booking more than 35 days in advance, they are 100% free. If you're booking within 35 days, a late booking, they start around £9 per person. So to do a 15-20 minute transfer for £4.50 each way really is good value, even if they are paying for it. We've got a fantastic local rep service. Now, in every single Red Sea hotel, you do get free late checkout, and that is guaranteed. So what that means is that some of the flights do not depart until 10 o'clock at night coming back into the UK. So you in most hotels, you have to check out at midday. You've then got 10 hours to store your luggage, to have a shower, to get yourself ready before you depart at 6-7 o'clock. Red Sea hotels, you absolutely do not have to do that. Now, I went over to Egypt in March and my transfer was at 7 p.m. At 6:30, I was still in the room having a quick shower, an early dinner, which meant that I didn't have to worry about where my luggage was. It meant that I could enjoy a full day of sunshine, get some food, have a shower, and then go straight to the airport and fly home. And as you can see, we've got a £59 per person deposit. So we're on sale now until the end of October 2020, and you can secure your customers' holidays with just a £59 per person deposit. So there's a real no-brainer as to why you wouldn't book with Red Sea Holidays, and also as to why you're not booking early. Now, with Egypt, a lot of people, if you've got experience or no experience, you won't know that actually there is a huge amount of choice of airports that you can fly from. So it's not just your Gatwicks and your Heathrows or your Manchesters. We've got Birmingham, East Midlands, Doncaster, Glasgow, Cardiff, Stansted, Newcastle, Bristol, Heathrow. It's a massive choice of airports. So if you're down in the regionals in the southwest, you've got your Bristols, which go once a week. Your Newcastle in the northeast, that goes once a week. Gatwick's every day, Manchester's every day, Birmingham's 5 days a week, Stansted's twice a week, Doncaster's once a week. We've got Exeter coming online. So we've got a huge choice of airports. Just to give you an idea of exactly how quickly Egypt's grown, in 2016, there were just 60,000 flight seats to Egypt. Actually, that stat has completely changed now. There's now over 300,000 because people have added more and more capacity. So what you'll see is that in the last 3 years, the capacity for Egypt has gone from 60,000 to 300,000. So a five-fold increase in flight seats to Egypt. That shows the demand, that shows the popularity, it shows the confidence, it shows that customers do really want to still go to Egypt. And I think that gives you a bit of confidence when you're going out to your customers to say, Egypt, okay, might have had a bad reputation in the past, but actually now you can see that we've got over 300,000 flight seats, and there's tons and tons of people going there, so you can book it with a lot of confidence. So in Egypt, we've got a number of different areas. So I'm going to run through you the different areas that we've got. Now, Hurghada's the real flagship area. It's where everyone knows. It's a 5-hour flight down into Hurghada itself, and that's the main airport. And there's lots of different areas which we cover, and they pretty much all fly into Hurghada. So Hurghada at the moment, it's a very bustly area. It's where you want to go if you want to walk out of an evening, go to a restaurant or go to a bar, go down to the marina. You want a bit of nightlife. Hurghada really is the place to go. It's a bit younger. It's very flat, very accessible. It's pretty much right on the Red Sea itself, right on the beach. And actually, we've had deals recently. We've had flights, transfers, accommodation, luggage in the Siva Grand Beach, which is our flagship hotel, right on the beach itself, coming in at £274 per person. Now, it is super last minute. You might book it for example, book it today and the customer departs on Thursday out of Gatwick. But we have had deals that good over the last couple of weeks. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye out to see what we do have. on the late deals, and they're always updated on the website. But Hurghada's the younger, the bustly area that customers go to. Prices, as I said, starting around 274. We've got 2 new hotels which are coming online in approximately 2 to 3 months' time. We're going to have a new adult-only hotel, and also are going to have another new family hotel. But at the moment, the Grand Resort, which is not on the beach, and the Siva Grand Beach, which, as the title explains, it is on the beach. It's a stunning location. It really is our lead-in. You know, to upgrade from a standard room to a junior suite is about £5 extra per person per night. You know, sometimes we've got deals where it's about £20 for the week. So actually, you know, if a customer does want a cheap holiday, but they want a bit of extra luxury, it's only going to cost them £20–25 extra. It's definitely worth looking at the different room categories that we've got on that one. We then go about 25 minutes further south of Hurghada. So again, you fly into Hurghada, but you transfer down, and this place is called Makati Bay. Now, Makati Bay is where our 4 flagship hotels are. It's a huge resort. I think it hosts about 2,500 beds, something like that. So it's a big resort, and there's 4 hotels down there. Now, there's the Grand Makati, which is our lead-in 4-star. Prices roughly start around £350 to £375 per person. And that's got 600 rooms, 3 swimming pools right on the beach, all junior suites. Just a generally good hotel. It's got 5 fantastic a la carte restaurants. The beauty with the Red Sea hotels is that the a la carte restaurants, you can eat in as much as you like, as often as you like. So if you want to go to the same a la carte restaurant every single night for the 7 days, the 14 days you're there, you absolutely can do. I know with some all-inclusives, you get 1 visit per week. We don't have that at all. All you need to do is book 24 hours beforehand. To be honest, from my experience, if you turn up and they've got room, they'll fit you in as well. So you've got the 5 a la carte restaurants in the Grand Makati, and the price is around £350. You've then got the Makati Palace, so that's a solid 5-star, and the prices for that come in around sort of £450 at the moment. Again, you've got another 5 a la carte restaurants in there. You've got 4 swimming pools. It's a bigger hotel, a bit more family friendly, right on the beach. There's a stunning jetty which you can walk out and you can dive straight into the Red Sea. Now, with the Grand Makati and the Makati Palace, you can't actually get into the sea directly because of the corals. There is a lot of corals there. Obviously, Egypt's very well known for its snorkeling and its diving. So you walk over the jetty, you get in the water, and it's a 25 to 30 meter drop. And the scenery down there is absolutely unbelievable. Sea turtles, clownfish, you name it, is down there. So a huge amount of customers will go down to Makati and just spend a couple of hours a day snorkeling around, looking at the fish, because it is absolutely fantastic down there. Then we come on to our Sunwing Waterworld Makati. Now, the Sunwing Waterworld Makati is a completely family-focused hotel. It's got 650 rooms. They're all junior suites. I've been to that hotel 7 times in the last 18 months. I absolutely love it down there. Again, you've got your 5 a la carte restaurants. You've got 4 swimming pools. You've got a big water park with 14 slides, a wave runner where you can learn to surf, a lazy river. They're now in the Sunwing, the beach, you can actually walk straight into the sea. It's a beautiful sandy beach where you can walk straight into the sea. You are going to get things like your swimming lessons from the resort staff. It's very lively. There's music throughout the day. There's the kids clubs. There's the reps kind of walking around, make sure everyone's having fun. There's a wave machine in the pool. It really is a fantastic place. Now, to give you an idea of pricing, we had a family of 4 available in the May half term in a 5-star hotel with flights, transfers, accommodation, luggage, guaranteed late checkout for £1,750. You will not get that with Jet2. You will not get that with your cooks and everyone else that you're working with. That is an absolutely unbelievable price. So worth bearing in mind. And for other reference, in August this year, it's about £2,500 for a week's all-inclusive again. Again, you know, you look at your Tenerife, your Mallorcas, you're not going to get anything like that anywhere else. So it's worth bearing that in mind. Then we come on to our absolute flagship, which is called the Makati Spa. Now, the Makati Spa is adults only. It holds, it's got 250 junior suites, which is not a lot for a sort of flagship hotel. They're all junior suites, as I say. Some have got private pools, some have got jacuzzis. It's got an infinity pool overlooking the Red Sea, which is stunning. It's also got a further 5 a la carte restaurants. But the main selling point of the Makati Spa is that if you're a guest of the Makati Spa, you can also eat at the Sunwing Makati, you can eat in the Grand Makati, the Makati Palace, and somewhere called the Makati Mall. Now, if you're there for 2 weeks, that gives you a choice of 25 different a la carte restaurants. So you can pretty much eat at a different restaurant every single day for lunch, every single day for dinner, and you still won't have been to the same one twice. There is nowhere in Europe that's going to offer you a choice of 25 a la carte restaurants as part of your all-inclusive. And it's a true all-inclusive, your drinks, your food, a la carte, not just necessarily buffets. So the Makati Spa, at the moment, I would say you can get a week's all-inclusive for about £650. proper luxury, adults only, boutique style, 250 rooms, right on the beach, stunning infinity pool, and the choice of so much food. So I know the Makati Spa is an absolute win with all of our customers. Now, about 20 minutes north of Hurghada is a place called El Guna. Now, El Guna means the lakes or the lagoons. It's completely man-made, as you can see in this picture here. This is not a beach. This is just a man-made area which overlooks a lagoon. This is all man-made here. As you can see, the sea is actually right over here, if you can see where my mouse is pointing. So it's actually quite far away. This was all completely made for customers. A lot of the Egyptian celebrities live in El Guna. As you can see in the background here, these are villas and houses and apartments that you can buy. So it's got a real Mediterranean feel to it. To give you an idea of the quality of El Guna, the man that actually built it got fed up of the 20-minute transfer from Hurghada to El Guna, so he had an airport built just for himself. So that kind of gives you the idea of what kind of quality product is in El Guna itself. Now we've got a couple of properties in there. It's a big marina, so lots of nice yachts and cars and everything floating around. The Three Corners Ocean View, adults only, 150 rooms. That's coming in at about £800 per person, and that kind of gives you an idea of the quality compared to the Makati Spa. But it's very, very quiet. You can wander out of an evening and go to a couple of bars and restaurants, but not a huge amount, you know, like you would do in Hurghada, or even as much as you would in Makati. But if the customers are wanting something a little bit special, then El Guna is completely the place to go. It really is absolutely stunning. Now, Sal Hashish is a pretty new resort. This is 15 minutes south of Hurghada, so it goes El Guna, Hurghada, Sal Hashish, and then Makati Bay. Now, Sal Hashish is really up and coming. We're opening 3 new hotels there in the next 6 months as well. So we're adding further 5 hotels to the stables this year. Now, these are going to be stunning hotels. One of the rooms has got, you walk out on your balcony, straight into your pool, which looks straight over a lake, which looks straight over the Red Sea. So it really is going to be something amazing. We're adding about 3,000 beds, I think, in Sal Hashish. We've got a lot of more adult-only stuff there, the Baron Palace, the Tropitel, the Sunrise Romance are all adult-only. And they're coming in, I'd say, between £800 and £1,000 per week. So you're starting to see that you've got Hurghada at £300, you've got Makati £400-500, El Guna about £700-800, and then Sal Hashish about £800-900. So they are kind of coming up in price, and that does depend on the quality. Now, Sal Hashish, there is absolutely nowhere that you can take a car. You either have to walk on the promenade, or you have to drive around on electric buggies, or take bikes, or sort of like electric go-karts and stuff, like golf buggies, because it's super quiet. You know, there's no snorkeling there. It's just very, very calm. It's a big cove. The actual sea itself, you walk out and it takes about probably 150-200 meters before the water gets anywhere above a meter deep. It's just very, very, very chilled out, and it's completely man-made, but it's absolutely beautiful. So for your luxury customers, I'd be certainly recommending Sal Hashish. So Port Ghalib is probably my favorite part of Egypt. Now, this place, you actually fly into a separate airport, so you fly directly into Marsa Alam. Now, Marsa Alam is roughly 3 hours south of Hurghada. As you can see there, it's got, you know, the bars and the restaurants you can wander out in. We've got 2 hotels down there, the Siva Port Ghalib and the Palace Port Ghalib. Now, they are pre-built, and we bought them off the Intercontinental Group. Prices for them start around £500-600 per person. Marsa's very quiet, but it is the best place in Egypt to go diving. So the snorkeling here is like Makati. You walk over a big jetty and straight off the edge into the coral reef, and then it's about a 50-meter drop. Now you've got sea turtles down there, you've got sea cows, you've got tons of fish. You can do really good day trips out of here. You can do liverboards, so you can do a couple of days away on a boat. You can do diving on the boat. But this is the kind of place where you'd go if you did fancy just wandering around of an evening, because it's a 5-10 minute walk into Port Ghalib itself, and again, all inclusive. So all of our hotels are all inclusive, and it's worth remembering that. So as I mentioned with the Red Sea hotels, we've got 4- and 5-star resorts. We've got 16 in operation. There's actually 17 being built at the moment, and 5 of them are going to be opening in the next 8 months. They're exclusive to Red Sea Holidays, so you can't book them direct. You can't do hotel only. You can't do flight only with us. You can only buy them as part of a package. So if you come to us just trying to package it yourself, you just physically won't be able to. It has to be part of the package that we're putting together. But it's worth knowing that it's completely exclusive. So if a customer comes to you and they've seen the Sun Wing with the family, they've seen the Makati Spa with the adults only, they won't be able to go to any of your competitors and try and book it, because it's exclusive to any of our competitors, because it's 100% exclusive to Red Sea hotels. So it's worth remembering that. They're all inclusive. They're all family run. They're all absolutely fantastic. As I said, I've been over there 7 times and loved every single time I've been. I've been and seen every single one of our hotels every time I've been over there. I've eaten in probably 20 out of 25, 30 restaurants. And I know they're of a really good standard and a really good quality. And the staff are absolutely fantastic. They're super proud of the product. They're very grateful for the business of the UK sending stuff to Egypt at the moment. Obviously, it has been a little bit quiet, but yeah, it's still absolutely fantastic. Now, another huge part of our business is our river cruising. So we've got a ship called the MS Grand Rose, and we've got 10 cruise ships in total, but the Grand Rose is the one that we're using at the moment. So we do 2 different types of holiday for the cruising. Cruise only, where on a Monday from Heathrow between October and April, you'll fly down to Luxor and spend a week on the Grand Rose, and then you will come back a week later to Heathrow, or you can do a cruise and stay. Now, the cruise and stay, the cruise always departs on a Monday. So if you fly on a Friday, you'll have 3 nights in Hurghada, Makadi, Sawarshish. Then you'll travel over to Luxor, have 7 days down there. Then you'll come back and have the remainder of your time. So it's like 1 night, 7 nights, 6 nights, or it could be 6 nights, 7 nights, 1 night, and every variation in between. It will always be a 14-night holiday with the cruise departing on a Monday. So again, they're all inclusive. They're exclusive to Red Sea Holidays. You get 10 free excursions included in the price. And again, your flights, transfers, accommodation, luggage, guaranteed late checkout. Now, at the moment, you can do a 2-week holiday on board the Grand Rose and in, say, the Siva Grand Beach in Hurghada. And the prices for that will come in at approximately $850 per person for 2 weeks. So the fact that you're going to see the Valley of the Kings, the Karnak Temple, the Luxor Temple, Aswan High Dam, all of the usual things that you'd expect to see, it really is fantastic value for £850. So we come on to Cairo Express. So Cairo Express are our ground handlers. Now, they are fantastic. They're all owned by the same company. So the company that own us, the company that own the hotels, the company that own the German company who book all the holidays as well, they're completely independently owned by us, which means that we own our own coaches. It means we've got fantastic rep service, over 500 of them on the ground. There's Wi-Fi on the coaches for the transfer between Hurghada and Luxor, but it also means we can offer some really good excursions. So places like, there's a place called Orange Bay. It's £40 for a day trip where you go out on a boat for the day. You will get to do some snorkeling. You get to go to a really nice private beach. That's fantastic. If you want to go to Cairo, we offer 0 overnight Cairo trips at the moment, but all we do offer is the Cairo day trip. Now that comes in at around £250 per person. It is booked in resort, and that is paid locally, and that is including your flights. So you'll fly up to Cairo for the day. You'll see the pyramids, the Egyptian museum, and you'll fly back again. Lots of customers do want to do this. Cairo is absolutely on the bucket list, especially if you're doing the cruise and stay where you're in Luxor and you're seeing all of the ancient artifacts down in Luxor. You also want to see all of the stuff in Cairo to really kind of complete Egypt, as it were. But again, that's all booked in resort, and that comes in around £250 per person per day. So again, they're family-friendly holidays. We've got discounted child places. We've got interconnecting rooms. We've got kids clubs. Again, in the Sun Wing, we've got the 14 water slides and everything else. And new for this year is Morocco. So Morocco has been a new project for us. We're offering Agadir and we're offering Marrakesh. Now, there's lots of flights out of Manchester, Birmingham, Gatwick, everywhere else. We've got 4- and 5-star resorts. We're offering bed and breakfast, all inclusive. Agadir, which is kind of in the middle of the country, right on the beach. It's very much like your Tenerifes and your Gran Canarias, where you've got a nice big Atlantic Sea with the beach there and lots of bars and restaurants on the main promenade. And then you go up to Marrakesh. Now, Marrakesh is a bustling city. I was very fortunate to go in January and completely fell in love with it. It's got the souks, which are the markets, and boutique hotels. So some of the hotels there have got 15 rooms in them, which is just fantastic. To go to a hotel where there's only 15 people in it is quite something. And then the same in Agadir. So Morocco and Agadir are really one place to think of. So just to kind of recap, really, we have a reward-winning service. We've won loads of awards. We're completely all-inclusive. Your flights, transfers, accommodation, luggage, guaranteed late checkout. The team provide excellent customer service. I look after the guys in the call center, and they're always happy to help you out. We're open 9 till 6 Monday to Friday, and all day Saturday. And then you can always go, always book online if you need to. So that's always worth knowing as well. And again, many extras. So as I said, you've got your things like your transfers and everything else. It's worth remembering that. So how can we help you? We've got a really generous commission. So we're offering you guys 10% commission. We've got the UK call center. We can offer you marketing support if you email in, if you want images for your own Facebook pages and stuff like that, then we can provide that for you. We also offer fam trips and incentives. We're hopefully going to be having some more fam trips coming later in the year, and the most exciting thing is our concession. So providing that you have made a booking, and we'll be checking that via your unique reference, say departing in May 2020, you then are eligible to receive an agent concession rate of 50% discount. That's 50% discount. So how that works is you will be able to book something departing in summer 20. So from the 1st of May next year till the 31st of October, providing you've booked something in the same period. So you'll be able to get yourself and traveling with someone on a non-peak date on one of our flights, for the flagship at the spa, for probably about £700 in total. So it's got some really, really good stuff. So once you've made a booking, departing in the same season, you're entitled to that. So don't contact us unless you've made that booking, but you absolutely need to have made that booking first. So IntelliTravel, now we've set up your username and password already, so you don't need to email us in to get registered because you're absolutely already registered. And I believe, and Tara will be able to correct me on this if I'm wrong, but tomorrow morning we will send out to you a help sheet telling you how to log in, what the details are, so you don't necessarily need to write these down now. But when you go to redseaholidays.co.uk/agent, as you will see here, this is what you're going to be presented with. So your account number is your ABTA, your P7384. Your password is E145A. That is the first 5 digits of your UK registered address to the business for IntelliTravel. So if you do ever get confused or forget it, just remember what the first 5 digits of your UK address is. And your reference is your unique ID. It is absolutely crucial that you put that in. Otherwise, we will not be able to see who's made a booking. So we can't search via the ID, but if you call up and there's an issue, then we'll know that it's booked by you individually, and your back office system will absolutely be able to allocate the business to you easier. So do not forget to put that unique ID in. Again, this is coming to you tomorrow, so you do not need to request it. So we've also set up an email address. Again, this is on the information sheet you're getting tomorrow, intellitravel@redseaholidays.co.uk. If you want to fire through all of your questions to that, then we'll be able to come back to you. It just means that we can monitor it easier. If there's lots of the same question coming through, then I can send out a blanket communication. And also we can kind of monitor it quicker and keep you guys informed as much as we need to. So yeah, it's really, really good stuff. And any questions, pick the phone up to us or just drop us an email and you will be able to book online from now. So you'll be able to go straight onto the website and book a holiday if you want to. And you'll get up and you'll get all your confirmations and everything sent out via e-post. So that is pretty much it. That's Egypt in a nutshell. I appreciate your time this evening. Prices from £275, £300. Egypt is absolutely safe to go to, the full package holiday. So all you've got to do is ring us up with the first name, surname, date of birth, and we can do the rest for you. We book it all for you. And it really is no brainer as to why you're not booking early. £59 deposits, your transfers, your flights, your accommodation, your luggage, this kind of thing. You get it on your Facebook page with a solid image of a nice beach, and you say prices are 300 quid. You're going to absolutely sell bucket loads of it. So remember, email tomorrow if you've got any questions, if you want any images, anything like that, and that all of your login details will be provided to you tomorrow morning. So you do not need to contact us regarding that. And there's some more information coming out in your sort of pamphlets and stuff around us. So if you've got any questions, I hopefully you've been firing them off to Tara. Please, please, please have a look at the website. You will be able to see the quality of the product that we're offering, the hotels and everything else. It's worth spending 10 minutes on that website just looking at the Makati Spa, looking at the Sunwing Makati, looking at the Siva for the lead-in, and just keeping an eye out on everything Red Sea Holidays. So thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it's now 9:30. So hopefully that kind of gives you a bit more confidence in selling Egypt. And yeah, hopefully we'll get some bookings in with you. So it is appreciated.
Ashley, thank you so much. That was truly amazing. I have to say you actually made my job really difficult because I'm having to weed through all of these amazing comments in the question box about you, about the product, about the presentation, just to find the questions. I'm no joke. So give me a little time here in between questions here to read them because I'm literally weeding through all this. But clearly a massive success. Thoroughly impressed with your product, and clearly as so are our agents. And definitely they're excited to start working with Red Sea Holidays. So I'm going to try and organize and group the questions as best as I can. I do want to get some questions out of the way right away because some of them were repetitive, of course, and just, good questions that I just want to ask, get answered right now. So first and foremost, yes, as Ashley said, the email is going to be in your inbox tomorrow, and it will have all the details as far as registration instructions, important links and phone numbers, and how to book and pay as well. So be on the lookout for that, please. Also, commission, 10% commission for agents. The registration instructions Ashley did cover, and it is going to that URL, Red Sea Holidays, that's plural, redseaholidays.co.uk/agent. And you're going to enter your username, which is our APTA number, P7384. And of course, the password, which is that E145A. And again, you need to make sure you enter in your agent PIN. That is your IntelliTravel identifier PIN number. That means letters and numbers. So UK 123456. So be sure that you enter that in where it says reference to get registered. You will not get access if you do not follow these instructions. So please make sure you follow them clearly and you enter in your PIN. Any booking that doesn't have a reference in PIN, of course, will be canceled and will not be followed through. There is, of course, a reservations phone number in the email as well, but there is also a website. I want to recommend all of our agents to please go to the website first. Do not inundate the partner with booking quotes and questions about quotes and whatever. It's a great website. All of the tools and resources and questions are all there for you. So please be sure you do the work first yourself. Get to that back office, Red Sea Holidays agent site, and get set up there and start looking around and building your quote for your clients there. All of your questions can be answered. Again, please do not call the reservation phone number unless it is for a booking that you had made and you have a question and you need support on. There's also the email address, IntelliTravel at Red Sea Holidays, again, plural, IntelliTravel at redseaholidays.uco.k. So that is your support email. Again, please do not inundate their staff with questions that you can easily find answers on your own.
Sorry,
Okay.
Sarah, if I can just jump in there. The call centers are more than happy to answer questions and stuff if you're a bit stuck, or if you do want to do a more complicated quote or whatever, then absolutely call us. I don't want you to think we don't want to talk to you. That isn't the case. But as Tara's saying, we're basically quoting holidays off the same system as the website, so we're not going to be able to tell you anything different. But don't feel you can't call us. Of course you can. But as Tara said, the website will have all of your answers about pricing and stuff like that. Which is really important. One thing just to reiterate as well is that we are a package holiday company, so we do not offer hotel only, we do not offer flight only, and that's worth remembering with our products as well. We are a complete package operator.
Awesome. And again, to make payments, you're going to be making them in your IntelliTravel back office. IntelliTravel is merchant of record here. So again, any payment and booking for Red Sea Holidays that is not registered in your back office will also be canceled. So don't leave your clients thinking that they have a vacation booked and they don't, because you didn't finish the actual booking and actually make a payment on the booking and make sure the booking is paid in full before your clients depart. So please, again, really important to register your booking after payment is made. After the booking is made, register it and pay for it in the IntelliTravel back office site. So now that we got all of the nitty-gritty top details out there, I do want to ask some of these great questions in here. So first is just asking, and you covered it really briefly here at the end, but I do want to ask if you could elaborate on it more, because there's lots of questions in here asking about the safety of an Egypt vacation, of course, what to tell their clients who are concerned perhaps, and even how safe it is, to venture off the hotel complexes. I'm sure it's a common question, and I'm sure you guys are well prepared with, the actual updated answer.
Yeah, it's a great question and one that I probably answer, 3 or 4 times a week. Egypt is safe. If it wasn't safe, then you wouldn't be able to go to Hurghada. The flights wouldn't have increased from 50,000 to 300,000 in 3 years. What there are is a lot of provisions in place. So actually, it's very difficult to explain unless you see Makati Bay. When you get to Makati Bay, unless you're in a Red Sea coach or a Cairo Express coach, then you're not allowed onto the complex. And the complex is a huge walled complex where there's massive gates, there's loads of security. When you get to the actual gate entrance, the security guards there, and there's a lot of them. They will check the vehicle going in. They have mirrors to walk around the vehicle underneath. They check it all around it. They take the driver's ID off of them and the driver's driving license, so they know exactly who is going in and out of the resort at all times. Now, if it's a normal taxi, they're not allowed in. If it's a company offering an excursion that's not pre-approved by us, they're not allowed in. So we know exactly who's going in and out of resort at all times. When they get to the door of the hotel, they go through body scanners. There's security guards at every single entrance. When they get to the beaches, now all the beaches are segregated, so they physically can't go from hotel to hotel. But also because of the corals on the beach, you can't approach the beach unless it's via the jetty, and that's never going to happen. So there's lots of security there. At the airport on the way back, when I come back in March, I went through 4 different security checks, proper security checks. My passport was checked on 8 separate occasions. So the scrutiny they have over the security is really, really high. At no point have I ever felt unsafe. I've walked around at 10 o'clock at night in the pitch black, at 1 o'clock in the morning in the pitch black. I never thought I shouldn't be doing this. What's happened in Egypt in the past. Obviously, I know recently in Cairo is 1,000 kilometers away. But places in like Hurghada, there's specific tourist police. So they do sit on the main entrance in and the main entrance out of Hurghada. They know again they're watching what's going in and out. When you're crossing the desert to go down to Luxor, there's checkpoints. So they time vehicles going from checkpoint A to checkpoint B. If they've not gone across that in a certain time, then they raise the alarm. But there's been no issues in Hurghada in the last 6, 7, 8 years at least. Yeah, and I've comfortably been, and we comfortably send thousands of people. So have a lot of confidence in sending them there because I know it is safe.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And thank you, of course, for your personal insight there as well. That's incredibly helpful. There's also lots of questions here as far as airfare and, departing cities. For example, Belfast, Dublin, and other northern and southern Ireland flights. Is that, you're clicking to it?
Yeah, I'm going back to now. So there's no Irish flights. It's all England and Scotland and Wales at the moment. So I don't know if that's going to be changing anytime soon. But yeah, so there are 10 airports that they can fly from. So you've got all your airports here. So Gatwick, Heathrow, Birmingham, Manchester, Newcastle, Bristol, Cardiff, Stansted, and Doncaster. So we do pretty much cover everywhere, and it's not Red Sea holidays um, that are stopping that. It is just the flights. So you've got your Thomas Cooks, your TUIs, your EasyJets are the 3 that fly out of the UK. Hopefully, more airports will be coming online. As I said, Exeter hopefully later in the year to cover the southwest, a bit more as Bristol. But yeah, there's nothing from Ireland at the moment. What we do find with Ireland is actually the Gatwick flight, the Manchester flight, they don't depart until sort of 1 o'clock in the afternoon sometimes. So as long as you choose the right date, you can actually book an inbound flight from somewhere in Ireland, and then they can catch the flight again to go straight down to Egypt.
Amazing. Okay, and again, I'm assuming the website actually has more information on all kinds of air departure gates and whatnot. So if anybody has any questions or details on this, of course, you can go there. Another question actually on flights is asking if there are upgrades available to business or premium when booking flights.
So no is the honest answer, and that's not because we don't offer it. It's just because there isn't any. So it's low cost airlines. It's your EasyJets, it's your Thomas Cooks, where you can pre-book seats, you can pre-book meals, you can pre-book extra legroom, and that's all done directly with the airline. But there is no premium economy with EasyJet. There's no premium economy with Thomas Cook. So the short answer is no. The long answer is because there just isn't any.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Next question here, it's actually a great one, is asking, if it's included in the price, but just general question about visa requirements there.
Okay. So you do need to have a visa to travel to Egypt. It is done on arrival. It's £25 per person, and it's super easy process. You just go straight to you get off the plane, walk through the terminal, and you have to go through the visa checkpoint when you're getting your passport stamped anyway. And it's just £25 per person, which you pay for when you get there.
Awesome. And atoll protected?
Yeah, we're fully ABTA bonded and ATOL protected, so book with us with 100% confidence.
Awesome. Next is, what is the max number of bookings that can be done online? I'm assuming, considering a group.
So the biggest you can probably do online is 8. We would prefer you to call with more than that, because actually the price that you'll see may change because of the way our system works. So anything bigger than 8, I'd probably give us a call anyway. But yeah, book as much as you like. The more you book, the better I am at my job. So don't worry about that.
Okay, awesome. There's another question here asking about the deposit and full payment. When is final payment due prior to the departure, and what is the deposit schedule typically?
So the deposit is £59 per person on probably 80% of our flights. When you go through our booking system, you'll notice that there are 2 different flight options. There'll be one with a small asterisk next to it. Now, if it's got that asterisk next to it, it means it's £59 per person. If it doesn't have that, it's £200 per person deposit. But to be honest, as I said, 85–90% of the flights do have the asterisk because they're part of our allocation, and they're £59 per person. But if you're unsure, as you're going through, it will say, £200 per person deposit. But also the balances are due 10 weeks prior. So we're not a low deposit, but in 6 weeks' time, you've got to pay another £150. If you're traveling in October 2020, so physically 15 months away, you can pay your £59 today, and then we're not going to ask for any money from you until 10 weeks before. So not until next July sort of time, August, time next year.
Okay. Great. Another great question asking about wheelchair accessibility. Anybody who has any accessible clients, and what would you recommend?
Yep. So we have got most of the hotels. We do have wheelchair accessible rooms. If not wheelchair accessible, certainly ground floor. The Sunwing Makati is a prime example, because you've got really great ground floor rooms with huge bathrooms and big bedrooms and everything else. And also there's a great ramp that can get you down to the slides, and there's a great ramp that can get you straight down to the beach. So in those situations, depending on sort of how severe the case is, give us a call. Our staff can guide you through the best options, because it can be tricky when there's 25–30 hotels to choose from. But we do have accessibility for sure. Just give us a call, we can guide you.
Awesome. Next question is, are there any villas with Red Sea Holidays that are able to be booked?
No. Short answer, no villas.
Okay. Okay, another great question here is asking about, so of course all these agents are super excited to start learning more about Red Sea Holidays and telling their clients they're able to book it. So for advertising purposes, where I'm assuming the back office, there's lots of deals that they can download or they can create and use, and promotions to use to promote to their clients?
So the best thing for you to do is you can save the images from the website. You can just go on the hotel you're looking at, and you can just right-click Save Image As, and you can use the images for that. What I would do is look at our late deals page on the website. So there's always really good late offers on there, and it will sort of tell you the airport, or it tell you the flight price and stuff like that. That's always a good one. But also you can go through yourself and build a holiday. So you can look at, what is a family of 4 in August like in the Sunwing Makati, and you can look at that, price it up yourself, and then you can go ahead and promote that on your Facebook pages with the images.
Awesome. This is a great question, and again, just indicative of the destination. But what about the LGBT community, and how are they handled there?
Yeah, okay. So considering Egypt is a very, very strict Muslim country, they are super accepting. We have a lot of same-sex couples that travel with us quite regularly, and they are very, very accommodating. If anyone's got any questions on that, or if there's a hotel they're not sure about, then let us know. But I can absolutely say with certainty that the Red Sea hotel chain are very, very accepting, and they don't shy away from from being accepting, but for same-sex couples, definitely not.
Awesome. Oh goodness, so many compliments in here, Ashley. It's killing me. Another question in here: golf packages. Interesting. I didn't realize Egypt was a big golf community, but
Yeah,
are
so
there golf packages?
that's a great question. So he just got some really good golf courses. I think we do a golf package starting around £95 per person. There's really good golf in Sal Hashish. There's good golf in Makati, and there's very good golf in a place called Soma Bay, which is a little bit further down than Makati. But yeah, we can absolutely add on golf packages for you. I didn't cover it, but there are a couple of hotels that are golf hotels as well. So look on the website and you'll be able to see those.
Awesome. And Ashley, on the website, is there additional training that agents could take to learn more as well, or an
There's
FAQ
not, no,
section in
there's
addition
no
to?
additional training. The website's quite basic, unfortunately, but my advice would be just spend 20 minutes on there tomorrow morning, tonight, just looking at the hotels and just kind of making yourself aware of the quality. And if you go through and do a few pricing up to kind of give yourself some ideas, you'll see, probably be surprised at how good it is for what you're getting.
Okay. Are you able to, through the website, build a quote for a client and send
Yeah,
a quote, or?
you can't send a quote, no, it's all done yourself, which is,
Okay.
yeah, not even we can do that. So.
Okay, great. Another great question here is about single supplement rates.
Yeah, so let me think. It starts not a huge amount. So if a customer, for example, I was looking yesterday in the office, we had a deal, I think it was two people, based on two people sharing at the Grand Macadi, maybe £350 for the week. Actually, for
Mm-hmm.
the single person, it comes in around sort of just under 500 to about 120, £140 extra, like £20 a night. So it's not a huge amount. It does vary, it does get lower than that, it does get slightly higher than that, but yeah, no, it's not a huge amount.
Awesome. Another great question, actually asking about vaccinations. Are they still needed when clients are traveling to Egypt?
No, you don't need to have any vaccinations.
Okay. So a question here asking about children. Children ages on the site are 12 years, but mentioned up to 14 tonight. So what is
Yeah,
the age of a child when pricing?
so it's a bit difficult on the website. So it won't let you put in anyone over the age of 12. So if there's a big family booking, then call us and we'll put them in, because sometimes the flights work out a bit cheaper because of the tax and stuff. So yeah, give us a call when it comes to a family of five or something. If the child's ages are over 12, if they're 14 and 11 or something, then give us a call and we'll be able to quote it differently in our system, because there is different prices. But unfortunately, the website will only recognise children up to the age of 12 at the moment.
Awesome. Awesome. And Ashley, is there a Red Sea official Red Sea Holidays Facebook page that agents can keep on top of promotions that you guys are pushing
No,
out
so
on there?
what I do is I regularly, probably once a week, send out communication um, to different agents, so I can make sure that goes to you, Tara, and then you can do what you need to with that for different offers. Is that possible?
I'm sorry, what is that for
So if I
approval?
if I send out to you, for example, what our sort of top five deals are, we don't have a facility to share that.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and if I like I
Yep.
said,
You know what?
yeah,
Ashley, I will email you after. I have an email address that I can provide you with, and if you send all of your Red Sea offers there,
yeah,
that is where we actually will upload it in our agent's back office site.
then
So
we'll do that.
um,
Great.
yeah, so that's the question there, guys. Just give us a little bit of time here, and we'll start feeding in Red Sea holiday offers in the Intel Travel Hot Deal listing in your back office site,
Yeah.
and you'll start seeing that. So that is perfect and great. Um, so this came up a few times, so I'm going to have to ask it. But what about packages and travel to the areas of Sharm el Sheikh?
Okay, so what happened in 2015 was there's a Russian jet which went down, that had just taken off out of Sharm el Sheikh. So since November the 15th, 2015, there has been zero flights to Sharm el Sheikh from the UK, and that is still the case today. Now we are desperately hoping it comes back, because that's where we went from 150,000 people down to 12,000 people overnight, because we just couldn't get to Sharm. Um, so we really, really want this to obviously increase as best as we can, but it could be tomorrow, it could be 6 months, it could be another 3 years. We simply don't know. So unfortunately, the answer is no, we're not offering anything to Sharm. There are no flights out of the UK to Sharm el Sheikh at this stage. Every other country apart from us and Russia are going there, which is highly irritating. But yeah, there's no flights to Sharm el Sheikh from the UK at this stage.
Awesome. And another great question is travel insurance, trip insurance.
Yeah, we can't offer this, unfortunately. You'd have to do that yourself via, I don't know if you're working with someone like Holiday Extras or something like that, but yeah,
Yep.
we can't with them.
Holiday Extras is certainly an option, but also there is an option that we have a brand new partner we're announcing and have a webinar on this Thursday, which is Journeys Travel. So that's also another great option for our agents out there. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. I think we covered a lot of questions here. Again, if your question did not get answered, just please rest assured it's not because you were ignored for any other reason other than many of the questions actually asked can simply be found by going to the Red Sea Holidays website and actually browsing and perusing and looking at prices and packaging in airports and whatnot yourself. So this was just a really great overview, of course, and I think we covered a lot of great ground. And just like Ashley said, the website actually has some great other options for you guys and answers a lot of other questions here for you as well. Again, this webinar is recorded. Pay attention to your inbox tomorrow for the email where you will get instructions, if you missed it tonight, of course, on how to register and, of course, most importantly, how to book and pay. So you're going to be making a booking with Red Sea Holidays, and I'm within minutes of clicking that send button, because you should already have your client credit card authorization form filled out, correct? And you should have your client's approval on the booking. You make the booking with Red Sea Holidays, and as soon as you hit send and submit on that booking, you're going to turn around and you're going to go to your agent back office site at intellitravel.com. You're going to register and pay for that booking. Again, you must register and pay for every booking that you're making with Red Sea Holidays in your IntelliTravel back office site. If you do not, your booking will be canceled with Red Sea Holidays. IntelliTravel will cancel the booking, and you will unfortunately not look good to your client because they will think that they paid for their vacation and they actually did not. So please just follow those instructions for all bookings, actually, where IntelliTravel is the merchant of record. There's one or two, very few, where you are giving the client's credit card directly to the supplier. But for most, how the UK industry works is you register and pay the bookings in your back office site. That means you register and pay the deposit, and then you do it again. When the balance is due, you go back to your back office site, you put the same booking number in, and then you're going to pay your client's balance. Okay? So please just be sure that you remember that. If you have to add it on your Outlook calendar when final payment is due for your client's Red Sea Holidays vacation, do that. Add it to your personal calendar so you have your own reminder to go back there and make the final payment on your client's booking. Okay? So I think that was it. I don't want to keep you much longer, Ashley. You've done an amazing, amazing job. I cannot thank you enough. I wish I can share with you. Maybe I'll try to share this with you, but all of these really amazing comments coming in the question box here just about you.
If you can share them with me, that'd be really great, please.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely will, just because it's a well-deserved pat on the back. But I'm really excited, of course, for what we have coming with this partnership with Red Sea Holidays, certainly even more so after hearing all the agents' excitement about the product, the service, and, of course, the amazing destination. I agree, Egypt does need a lot more love right now, and I think it should be on every client's bucket list if it is not already. So we do have a prize to give away, actually, Ashley, before you leave us.
Yes, I'll send out. I've got some Red Sea holiday mugs and pens and pads and bags. So I'll send a little goodie bag out to one of you.
Awesome. Well, we'll call it a Red Sea Holiday swag bag. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, good. All right. So we've got, just give me a minute here because now my question box is blowing up and it locks up my computer to pick up a winner. Okay. Got it. Joanne McDermott. So Joanne McDermott, congratulations. You've got yourself a awesome Red Sea Holiday swag bag. coming your way. So take a look at, pay attention to your mailbox, of course, for that. And that's it. Ashley, before we let you go, is there anything you'd like to leave our agents with?
No, just again, a huge thank you for your time this evening. Anything you need, drop a note to IntelliTravel. Wait for tomorrow's email with all of your booking stuff in, and just get booking. It's a great product. It's good value. It's super easy to book. It's really easy to advertise. Get all the information from the website, and just get yourselves out there and start selling fantastic value holidays to Egypt. So thank you very, very much.
You got it. Great advice. And again, please remember, do the work first. You guys are all incredibly smart. You're incredibly professional. Do the work first. Let's not inundate this partner and overwhelm them with our excitement. Let's get ourselves educated. Let's go in the back office. Let's get ourselves registered properly. Let's get whatever questions and quotes we can for our clients, and use their email support for any questions that we may have. But I'm really excited for us to start booking some amazing sales with Red Sea Holidays. So, Ashley, thank you so much for your personal time this evening. All of you on here, I think we broke 570 agents, so congrats. I want to thank you all, of course, for donating and giving your personal time this evening and learning more to actually earn more about your travel business and Red Sea Holidays.
No,
So thank you, everybody. All right. Thank you, everybody. And thank you so much again, Ashley.
You're welcome.
Good night now.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Good night.